No one knows about memory techniques.
Mm.
When I first meet new people and then I tell them that I'm a memory athlete, I train my memory, I memorize things, then I compete, their first instinct is like, oh, you must be a genius. Like, can you show
Mm.
me this? Can you
Mm.
do this? They're gonna like bring me a book in front of me and then like put it there 5 seconds and then put it away. Okay, what did it say there? Did you memorize that kind of thing, right? For most people, it's mostly entertainment, but not also it's interesting to see it's actually possible for everyone to learn and everyone to do the exact same thing.
Most people just have this one option that memory is something that you're born with. Good memory is something that you're born with. Maybe it's because of movies like Rain Man and stuff, and they think that good memory equals genius or something like that. And I think it's also with the Rubik's Cube. Because I remember when I was a kid and I saw someone solve the cube, I was like, oh, genius. And you put the label genius on someone that does something that seems magical to you. Right.
Mhm.
But everyone who can solve a Rubik's Cube, now I can solve it. And it's easy. Anyone can do it. Right.
Mhm.
But it's like people, if they don't understand it, they feel so distant from it. Or if it's something that they are extremely weak at, let's say memory, then the distance seems so far from them that they automatically think like, he's a genius, I'm not a genius, this is not reachable for me. But I think whoever tries the memory techniques for the first time, then they will have that, light bulb moment that it's possible for them. Because there was, who was the guy? Joshua Foer?
Joshua Foer, yep. The book author, yep.
Yeah,
Moonwalking with
I
Einstein.
read his book when I was like 23 or 4 or something, and I was like, oh, this is amazing, I'm gonna try memory techniques, and I didn't. but
Mhm.
but like, he was just a random guy. In short recap for the listeners, he was a random guy that he was a journalist who went to the US
Memory
memory
championship.
championship. Yeah,
Mhm.
and he wanted to just write about it, but he said that it's a very boring event because everyone's silent memorizing things, so there's not much to write about it. So he wanted to make it more interesting, and then he decided to also learn and
Mhm.
compete. And then it was, I think, in 1 year he went back and he won the damn thing.
Mhm.
Right. And I think that's the best example, because he had no idea that he was going to win. And the fact that he, a random journalist, can get from, oh, what are these guys doing, to actually winning the US championship is just insane.
Yeah, it just shows how much potential we have. I mean, let's compare memory sports as a sport to other sports, right? Let's take weightlifting, for example.
Mm.
It's impossible for someone to discover weightlifting and win a weightlifting championship in 1 year.
Yeah.
It's impossible for someone to learn chess and win anything in 1 year. All these other sports have been around for much longer, and many more people have been actually learning it, practicing it, devoting their lives into it, and then trying to push the actual human limits. But memory sports, it's something that only few people are spending some time on it. There must be very few people who are like doing memory sports for a living. There's just not enough community and like the environment, the awareness for memory sport to actually grow, for people to discover their mental potential and actually discover their limit, right? So if everyone is pushing their mental abilities to their limits, then we will maybe actually find actual geniuses. I mean, maybe that's how geniuses are found, right? I'm not a genius. I know I'm not a genius, but if I can memorize the deck of cards in 12 seconds, then an actual genius comes in. I don't know how many seconds it will take. So